Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Intervention. I am going to heat up water to make myself coffee, and then we can talk. I'm heating water. It's pretty much old school, but I and my twin chose to reincarnate here on Earth, living a simple life. Of course, we have, we wanted a little bit of luxury, but no, we didn't choose to be extravagant or extravagantly known to society. No, we didn't choose a kind of life that are like celebrities, famous. No, we chose discreet. So those of you who are subscribed to my channel, you're very much lucky and very much blessed, because you gain a lot of wisdom from me. And you have an angel friend. Just pour in coffee. I love these all-in-one packets. I don't know about other countries, but here in the Philippines, these all-in-one packets, coffee packets, they're very, very much popular. Cool way of boiling water. Okay, I think we're ready to have a conversation. Feel free, go grab a cup of coffee as well, so then we can talk. I know many of you are probably in home quarantine, as well. I think this is a great opportunity, to be quite honest with everyone. It's a great opportunity to, spend time with your family, not worry so much about, society, the world, what the world needs, and, just spend time with you. Not many people even have the time to do that before, because you're so busy with work and, this what society calls normal way of living. As higher beings, as light workers, as twin flames, as ascending masters, we've already passed that stage. What people so call as normal in this society is not really normal to us. It's not a kind of normality that you should feel restricted or feel limited, to what you want, to what you need, and what's important to you. So the real question here is, what is really important to you, right? If the whole world was in chaos, which it is, we're in a pandemic right now, what is important to you? Many people, think that self-quarantine and the whole world's in chaos and crisis, it's a negative thing. In reality, if you're truly a spiritual person, you will know this is not really horrible. It's an opportunity. It's a break. Basically, the divine is saying, here, have a vacation. You don't have to worry about going to work. You don't have to worry about anything. Right? Isn't that wonderful? You just stay home. You could do whatever you want. You could plan that activity, the activity that you've been always wanting to do with your kids. You can plan that activity that you've always been wanting to do with your mom, your dad, do something silly. Spend time with your family. Things like that. Why? Because at the time where you needed to work, you were worrying about money. You were worrying about, oh, what am I need to pay the bill. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. You forget what's really important. And what's that? Connections. The people you love. The people who truly love you. Your family. Your friends. And everybody needs a break, don't you think? Don't you think we all deserve this? I do. A lot of people think it's really negative what's going on, but it's a change. There is change that is about to happen. Why did the divine allow this to happen? I'll tell you all why, as an incarnated angel. I and my twin are very much connected to the angelic realm. And you could ask your angels if you, talk to them. If you are that spiritually gifted, that you can talk to them and actually get a reply. Mostly angels are very quiet. But I'll inform you guys as an incarnated angel, with the awakenings that I've also been having. The purpose really of this virus, which connects to my previous video, my recent upload, talking about my mission here, our mission as twins here. The main goal here is really to awaken your higher selves. And many of us twin flames have chosen this timeline. We chose to fully awake in this time, in this crisis moment. Why? Because we need to shed our light. We need to shine our light to humanity. And how do we do that? Well, don't go with the flow of everybody. Everybody's in a crisis mode. Everybody's negative. Everybody's with all this fear. It's all based out of fear. Fear of this, fear of the outcome, because everything is unknown. No. You are fearless. You're not afraid. You're not afraid to die. You're not afraid of anything. Why? Because if you truly believe you're a twin, you know deep down within your heart, and you feel it. You literally feel it. It's not someone having to point a gun at you and tell you, hey, this is how you should feel. No, you feel it. You feel it already. Even prior to this video that you guys are watching me talk to you guys. Prior to this, you already feel it. You've been feeling it for a long time now. Probably from the very beginning that you heard about the COVID-19. It didn't bother you. It didn't make you feel limited. But what's the challenge here? What is truly the challenge here? The challenge here is your mind. How do you control your mind to think in a positive light? Yes, I am a fan of optimism. Although I know many of you have observed me in my videos. It's like there's a fine line. There's a fine line with me in regards to boundaries, with spirits and things like that, and magic and, spells and witchery and all these powerful things. There is a fine line with me, toward those things. But I always strive to live in a positive way of life. Live in that positive light and, remind yourself that you are here for a higher purpose, a higher meaning, You're not going to have awakened this far, just to be just like everybody else. And I'm sure many of you growing up, you always felt there's something different about yourself, that you are not like everybody else. And one of those things can be honestly because probably felt growing up, you're not like your classmates. You probably didn't have a lot of friends, or you were a loner, or you're an introvert, and things like that. It's mainly because your angels wanted you to be used to the fact of focusing on yourself. If you are constantly surrounded by people and constantly in that kind of energy where you want to be with someone, or you need to be around everyone, or you need to be like this person, or you want to be like that person, then where's the focus? It's more of them, not you, right? I'm trying to tweak your minds a bit, awaken to why you're truly here and the purpose as to why you're here. So, how do we shed some light in this crisis of a time? Well, one, be of good example to your loved ones, to your friends. Be that positive voice that says, you know what? There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. If it's meant to be, it will be. But right now, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, enjoy my time with my twin, or my family, or my friend, or myself. For those of you who are alone watching my video, and thank you for your time, for watching me. And I really do. I appreciate all of you. I love each and every one of you. And most all of us angels, we love everybody. And see, that's the thing. That's why we are very strict as well, because we have so much love in our heart that we don't like anyone, whether you are a spirit or human. We do not like anyone being toyed with, being stepped on, being bullied in any way. And believe it or not, I am a great friend. And if I tell you that you have a friend, you're very blessed. And all of you who are subscribed to me, you are very blessed. Very. So there's a lot of things I want to talk about. But this is, I know we've already cleared the first topic about the virus COVID-19, your purpose, why you're here, and how to go about it as light workers, as twin flames, as incarnated angel. If you are one of us who are awake, and most likely, since I and my twin are awake, we are your leaders. Believe it or not, we are. If you are an incarnated angel and you happen to bump into my channel, or you have a friend who told you about me or whatever, and you felt curious, well, there you go. But does that mean that, oh my God, she's my leader, there are leaders, we should, follow their lead? No, that's your free will. We're on Earth. And honestly, my twin and I, we're not like that. We're not that kind of leaders. We are incarnated angels who have an army in heaven. We have our own. My army came here, chose to incarnate here with their free will. They chose to sacrifice themselves for the higher purpose and higher mission for a divine. It's not easy, because many of us who chose to reincarnate, as as angels, and being here, most of us are hybrids. We chose a difficult life, and many of us incarnated angels grew up in a very lack of love, lack of support in this world, whether that be a family, a friend, or your life in general, society, your experiences with work, people in general. You always feel that they do not support you. Always feel that you're always the one giving, always the one giving. Why? Because you are an incarnated angel, and your purpose is to serve humanity. It's not the other way around. As your leader, I am already explaining it to you. Why is it that is the circumstance of your life? Why did you go through all those stages of rejection, being left-handed, not always getting 100%, but you always give 100% to anyone? Why? Sometimes you always get crumbs, bits and pieces. You can see the full picture of the situation, but nobody seems to understand you. You don't always get that support that you want. And when you work for someone, you always question their leadership. Why? Why? Because your higher self, your deep inner soul, knows what a true leader is. And a true leader does not need to put fear on anyone just to gain respect, just to get peace and order. My twin and I, as incarnated angels here with our army, we are not that kind of leaders. So, we know, I know, many of you are awake now. It's just a coin toss if you can find me. So, yes, your life was very, very hard ever since you were a child. And that adds on if you are a twin. Not to say that every one of our army, every incarnated angel is a twin. There's only a few. And there's a reason for that, because our main focus was, again, spirits, entities, demons, and those of you who are suffering from families who have died, and families who have died that don't want to move on, families who have died, or friends who have died that they choose to stay and not move to the light, not ascend. They want to stay here. There's a purpose for that. Every spirit here on earth who have chosen to stay here on earth, there is a purpose for you. There's a reason for that. And of course, many of us angels know why. Well, I'm going to share to all of you who's watching this. Again, you're very blessed and very, very lucky, because I'm in the mood to talk. And my angels know. My angels know. They know me very, very well. Excuse me for vaping. It's a habit, and it's never gonna go away. My twin and I, we love to vape. And I'll be quite honest, no matter what anyone has said in regards to vaping, yeah, it's not healthy. It's not advisable. But it's a healthier alternative compared to smoking cigarettes. And God forbid, hopefully I don't eat my words one day, but as far as I know, I've been breathing better compared to smoking cigarettes. And there was one instant, I don't know if I shared it with all of you. This is a bit of a personal information, but I don't mind. I've actually been a chain smoker for more than 10 years, and I would finish a pack a day. That was before. I believe that was, how long has it been since I stopped? 8 years? No. Almost 10 years. Yeah, almost 10 years. 10 years ago, I actually kept coughing and coughing straight from my lungs, like nothing would come out. And it's the kind of cough that's continuous, very, very continuous. It's to the point where you cannot breathe. You're having a hard time breathing because there's no time to breathe. You're just coughing every second. And I had to go to an urgent care clinic. And this was, way before I was in school, to pursue surgical technology. And the doctor told me, it's not too late to quit. There's nothing I can do for you, but we'll put you on extra oxygen and, things like that. So, I was in urgent care clinic for 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours, and they had to, put me on oxygen. And after then, I decided to quit. And I've been breathing way better. I can't live without the nicotine. Unfortunate. This is the circumstance that we chose, but we enjoy it. My twin and I very much enjoy vaping. It's a need, more than a want. But not anymore about us. Let's talk about the purpose here. So I'd like to continue what happened. This is a connection. Again, this is, I would say, part 2 of the current video, the recent video that I uploaded. My twin and I were sleeping, and my twin's higher self observed me. See, this is one thing you all need to know about divine masculines, okay? If you are in union, spiritual union with your divine masculine, or you are in union with your twin, divine feminine, or what, there is always the one who's more dominant, and there is the one who is submissive, okay? If you are a twin, it's pretty much balanced, but you are balanced in your own self, in your own energy. Divine masculines have their own energy, their own who they are, okay? Their higher selves are more of, they're not going to intervene if it's not really, really necessary. They're very controlled. They have a lot of self-control. And that's all. I'm going to say it right now. It's all divine masculines. They have enormous amount of patience in regards to self-control. Why do I say that? Because, for those of you who can relate to this, just think about it. Those of you who have dealt with the running, the chasing, who's the one who's running away? Who's the one who's majority of the time, just lets you be? Divine masculine, right? It's the divine feminine who's like, oh my God, why aren't you doing anything? Like, why aren't you, doing what you need to do or what you should do, in regards to our relationship, this and that. And that's probably the first to second stage of, union with your twin. It's a fight between balancing your divine feminine and divine masculine energies as one. And I'm not talking about you as a person. I'm talking about energy in general, okay? There's a difference. And it's a lot of work to have divine feminine balance her masculinity with her divine masculine. We are two halves of a whole, okay? But when the divine split us in half, and the whole universe was just in this chaotic moment in time, it was like that split second moment in time where we were separated by our twin because of the circumstance of the universe, the world, in general. Prior to reincarnating and choosing to reincarnate in this world, in this universe, it was a time where our energies were split, and we were separated for a very long time. And with that came our memories. We forgot who we were. We forgot what we are. We forgot the how, the when, the why, and all the questions that you are been probably asking yourselves, up till this day. So how do you truly balance your energies when you are with your twin? Well, for one, it starts with you, divine feminine, and I've been constantly saying this in my videos. Your divine masculine is not going to awake if you are not awakened, okay? And many of you divine feminines focus so much on, I just want union. Well, it's not going to happen if you focus on union, because one, your angel and your higher self knows what's best for you. Why? Because you're in 3D. We're all here in 3D. Okay, we're in the now, the present, the moment, and we're here on this earth. And if you truly want to ascend and you truly want to be in union, you will focus on yourself. That's the first. But I'm being sidetracked again, as all of you know. There's just so much, things I want to tell you guys. Apologize if I sidetrack, time to time. But what happened is, when I grabbed the entity by the neck, my entire being was entirely angry at, the spirits that had no limits, no respect, no boundaries. They, and it's not their fault, okay? It's not their fault, not all of them, because most of them were just not aware. Again, there is no one who's assigned to that except I and my twin, which I just awoken to that now. Okay, so now I'm calm, and now I'm more patient, because now I'm aware. But it's like being cracked in an eggshell. The moment that you get cracked, it's like, it's a shock, and at the same time, it's like, well, too bad. That's you woke me up, so this is what you get. But give me a few days, and I'm more calmer and more susceptible to receiving any kind of circumstance and situation that I'm presented. I'll know what to do, and I'll know how the better way to handle it. But of course, like anybody else, when you first wake up, it's no different. When you are tired and or whatever, and you're sleeping, and someone yells at you and wake you up by yelling at you, what's your first reaction? That's exactly the same thing that happened to me. Okay? My higher self woke up and saw this entity, and I couldn't even see the entity, just like the spirits who can't see it. And humans who can't see it, even if you had your third eye, you cannot see this entity. Of course, there are psychic mediums who can visualize what has happened or what is happening at that moment in time, or what had happened prior to you stepping into the situation. That's the gift of psychic mediums. Okay, but which I'm very much gifted as well. So yes, you can say I'm a psychic medium as well. This is a type of entity that's truly invisible and you cannot see it. But, my higher self knew. Again, we're ascending masters. Twin flames, you're ascended masters. Why? Because we reincarnate and we've lived many lifetimes and many timelines. So you are very much ascended masters because you have ascended in so many lifetimes. Okay? That's what it means. Again, I'm giving knowledge at the same time I'm explaining. It's not easy, but I truly believe that there's nobody else out there who can do it better than me. No, I'm not talking with my head up high. I'm just, it's called self-confidence. All of you should have that by now. You should be more confident in who you are, what you can give, and what you can lay on the table. To help, to assist, and to give enlightenment to your fellow twin flames, light workers, and spiritual higher beings of light. Okay? At this point, there shouldn't be any more doubts. Okay? If you've been constantly seeing 1111 or 111 and you're with someone at that moment in time, it means that they are your twin. Okay? And it also means that it's a gateway. It's a gateway for ascension. It's a gateway for unlocking codes, unlocking your true higher self. And you guys could research about that. There's information about that online. Okay? So, yeah, when I grabbed the entity by the neck and I was very angry at all the spirits, my hands, I will say this, my hands are very powerful. It's not just my words. I don't need spells to curse you. I don't need to light a candle and make something happen. I don't need to light incense to make something happen, although it will help, but I don't need it. As angels, we are very powerful. It's just our hands. It's our words. And when I was angry, my higher self twin, I can see her in my back because I was facing the entity and I was facing the spirits who came out of the mirrored doors. I was looking at them and they were all lined up and they were surrounding I and my twin like we're in a circle, you know what I mean? So I felt like, who are you to come into my space? I felt my higher self, and at the same time my lower self was still asleep because I astral projected. I literally came out of my body, and my lower self was just an observer. I was laying down. I was just an observer and I was watching everything, while my higher self was the one who was doing majority of everything, and then my twin was looking at me, and when she saw that I was really angry, that I took the light from my hand and I was about to banish, like literally I can banish you. Of course not human, but if you're a spirit, I can banish you. I could take you wherever I want to take you. I can put you in another world if I want to. And trust me, I could bring you to a way worse world you can imagine. But my twin only said to me, she said, "My love, that's enough." My divine masculine said, "My love, that's enough." And that's when I automatically, when I heard my twin's voice, that's when I calmed down. It was automatic. See, that's the power with twin flames. You are a balance of two. So when you know that the other person has a weakness in whatever it is, your twin will intervene, and you will then feel the power of your twin in you. Okay? They have that control. And she basically controlled my anger to calm down just by those words that she said. And instead of me banishing them, what I did was I took the light out of my chest and I shed a tear. I shed tears actually for them. And instead of banishing them, I replaced it with love. And literally wiped my hand toward them, and they all went to heaven. They all went to light. I know those of you who are skeptical are probably like, oh my God, really? Yeah, I could read your mind, even when you're just watching this video. And believe it or not, I'm already recorded right now, so I know there will be some of you who will think like that. Yeah, I was shocked too, believe it or not. I didn't know that I'm that powerful, you know. It's a big responsibility. It's not something, you know, many people, they boast and brag about their powers, their spiritual gifts. They could do this, they could do that. You know, it's a big responsibility, and you should be humbled by it. And instead of putting your pride into harming others, whether it's spirit or what, or human, no, you should use your powerful gifts for good. And you know, now I understood, and now I understand better that the powers that I have, you know, the powers that my twin has, it's a gift of trust from the divine himself. And we have met the divine in our dreams. He doesn't have a face. He doesn't have a face. He has a body, he has hands, he has feet, and he's a ray of light. Like, you can literally see it's light. He's light, you know, and yeah, it woke me up. It woke me up to awareness that these gifts that he gave us, it's because he trusts us to use it to what's right. It doesn't matter if you are spirit in front of me. I know how you feel. I know your heart, and I have love for you. My twin and I, we are not the type of people, the type of beings that want to hurt anyone. Okay? And we're not like that. Even if we didn't know that we're incarnated angels, we're still not like that. It's our heart. That's what makes us who we are. So really, who are you is how you are within your heart. That is who you truly are. Okay? That's another wisdom. I'm giving you guys enlightenment in this process of ascension. You know, and when she said that, my love, that's enough. Instead of me banishing them all, as in banish, I didn't. I shed light to them. I shine my light to them. You know, other people in this human world, if you want a spirit to go to light, you just tell them, I send you love, I send you light, and they go away. But see, I don't need to say it. I can do it. That's my gift. That's my power. And, you know, a lot of people do it for show. No. There's no need for that. But that's you. If that's what you want to do, then that's you. But I and my twin, we are very much discreet, higher beings. We don't need to show off. We don't need to tell the whole world that, oh, you know, this is what we can do, and this is how we do what we do. You know, I'm only sharing this to you because you, yes, you who's watching this, you have spiritual gifts. You would not be in my channel for no reason. Remember that. And yes, I am speaking to your soul. That is why you were guided to this video. So I sent them to light, and my twin didn't do much. You know, and after that, I went in. I went in the glass mirrored doors. And when I went in, I looked at all of them and I said to them, this is not right. You know, and see, one of my spiritual gifts is that once a human being, I'll give you guys a little bit of detailed explanation, okay, what truly happens when someone dies. When someone dies, your soul, your spirit projects out of you, astral projection, and then you have a choice. You will see everything from the timelines of your life. What did you do wrong? The people that you hurt. Karma. And then you will have a choice. How do you want to deal with it? What do you choose to do? Other people decide to stay here. And that's why in 3D words, they call it ghosts. In our term, we call them spirits, right? And I say that with respect. I say that with respect. And that is exactly why, you know, my twin and I, we have and we know what the true meaning of respect is. That's not limited at all. It's limitless, you know, because we're very infinite beings, you know, and because of that, through our experiences in different timelines and in all these lifetimes that we have reincarnated here on this earth, we have gained so much wisdom and knowledge through our experiences in each one of those lifetimes. And it has taught us to, you know, be forgiving as higher beings of light, as incarnated angels, to be more patient, to be more understanding, you know, to anything, and anyone. Again, it's limitless, okay? So when I went into the mirrored glass doors and I spoke to them with my angel, my guardian angel, and very much so, our guardian angel is an archangel. I will not say the name, but we're very blessed, you know. There are many instances and times that I feel my wings. I feel it in my back, like right now. you know, it's like that tingling feeling, you know, and I know what my wings look like as well as my twins, you know. If you want to put a color in it, I know I've mentioned this before in my past videos, but my twin is a black angel. I'm a white angel. And tell me why. I love wearing black. You know, I guess because, you know, the circumstance. But I love white. I love white. I love black. You know, I love red. Those are my favorite colors. My twin, she loves black. And she looks really good in black. I will say that right now. But, you know, it just fits her perfectly. But again, you know, the awakenings that we've been going through these past couple days is extremely fast. So yeah, there's gonna be a part 3 in this video. Upload that next time. But for now, I wanted to talk more in depth about, you know, why are you here as angels here, as incarnated angels here, and why are you here, light workers? Okay, majority of all light workers, they depend on spirit to tell them what is. They depend on spirit to show them what is, and this and that, explain to them what is. But if you are a twin and you are an angel, you don't need anyone to tell you what is. No, you are the leader of all things and all things alike. You are a leader. You don't need anything, anyone of any kind to tell you what is and what is not. You don't need anyone or anything of any kind to show you or make you understand what you are capable and what you are not. You are infinite, and your powerful gifts are infinite. There is no limit. There is no boundary. You are the creator of all things and all things alike. You are the one who says what is. Okay? That is the divine's gift to all twins. Whether you are in union or not. Again, whether you are in union or not, you are here for a mission. You must fulfill your mission. I am reminding you, as your angel, this world is dark. It breaks my heart every time I see children being abandoned, abused, used for porn, kidnapped. They're innocent. And I see elderly who are treated like they're a piece of rag. Like they're stupid and dumb and they don't know anything better. Like they don't know better. When in reality, you should respect them. Because they've lived their time. They've done their time. You should respect children and not feel the need to manipulate them. Why? Because children are a blessing to this world. But what happens? What has been happening in this world? Many people take children for granted. The elderly abandoned. Children being mistreated, same as the elderly. You are here to make a difference. You are here to make a change. You are here to be of service, and you are here to help humanity, not humanity help you. As a twin, I make the rules. I am what the divine made me and my twin to be. We hold the power. We hold what is and what will be. I and my twin are creators of our reality and the reality of this world. We are part of this earth for humanity and with humanity. And we will use our spiritual gifts for the good of all things and all things alike. There will be a few of you who are subscribed to me, who feel envious of me. And there will be a few of you who bump into me who will feel threatened or insecure by me. There's no need for that. You can test me, but trust me, be careful, because that might be the end of you. At this point, I don't have time to waste. This is a new world coming in. There's a new world waiting in this earth that we live in. Everything is playing its course. There is a plan. That is why we are here. We are part of that plan. It's to bring heaven here on earth. If you are intimidated by me, if you feel threatened by me, if you feel insecure by me, I feel sorry for you. Because as an angel, that's the worst feeling someone could have, especially someone who have spiritual gifts. You should ask yourself, why do you have it? And if you feel darkness in your heart, you should ask yourself, who gave those spiritual gifts to you? That's the question. Because if it is not from the divine, your life is already cursed. And if you think it will end in this life, it's even after death, someone else owns your soul. So be careful. Be careful. As for I and my twin, we will continue our mission, and no one will get in our way. I don't care who demon or devil you serve. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of the devil who owns your soul. I can banish you, and I can take away all your spiritual gifts in a second with just one word from me. Be careful with your feelings toward me. I and my twin are a gift. I and my twin, we are a gift to this earth, this universe, this world. And we will continue this journey of uncertainty with confidence and with full faith in the universe and the divine. You should too, as well, because it's for your own good. Any doubts that you are having, any fears that you are feeling at this time, as you look into my eyes, I pray for each one of you. I hope you feel the love that the divine has for you. There's something in store for you, for everyone who's here on earth. The gates have been long time opened already. Fairies, angels, they're all here now. You are not alone. And I'm here to remind you, those of you who are subscribed to me, if you've been in a dark place, if you've been a victim of fraud in regards to spirituality, if you've been led astray to dark magic, use it for good. Why? Because this is your last warning. Use it for good. Take responsibility for your decisions and your actions in all that you do, in all that you choose to decide. Because this new world that is coming, all higher beings of light will win, and trust me, you will find yourself behind. You don't want to be in the last of that line. So, I will stop here. Part 3, I'll upload in a few days. I now have fast internet. Our angels are very nice to us. They found a way to make sure that, our internet carrier didn't forget about us, during this lockdown. But, just earlier, well, I am not allowed to say. So, hopefully you guys are okay. And, again, the purpose of these videos, the purpose of me opening up to all of you, with the chance that there will be some who are in the dark side of things. You are in that dark side of things not to remain in the dark, but to bring light into the darkness. But if you choose to stay in the dark and use your spiritual gifts for darkness, you will be cursed, not only in this life, but in the next life, and that includes your family, your ancestors. So be careful what you choose. Again, I have higher beings who are with us. We are very much connected to the angelic realm. So please, I'm the one already asking you, do not provoke me. Do not try to test the waters with me, because that test is not going to be a test. It's going to be permanent. I will take away your spiritual gifts. And then what will you be? You will be nothing. Please, I don't want to do that to you. But if you give me no choice, I will take it all. And you will never be able to get your spiritual gifts back. No matter what spell you do, no matter who you go to, because no one is as powerful as me. Not here on earth. And I say that humbly. That is why I am kindly asking you, please, don't do it. Don't try to test the waters with me. It's not worth it. But I know there will be some of you who will. Don't say that I didn't warn you. And I will shed a tear for you after I've taken your gifts. And it will be too late. And once that happens, you will know that regret is always at the end. I love you all. I send you all love and light.